Welcome back, fans, here on Pembroke TV, getting you ready for second half kickoff. Dan Salzer alongside Mike Courier bringing you coverage of this one. And fans ever interested in creating your own show or have a show idea? Community television is the second half. And Coach, we talked about it a little bit before we went to break, but really for both sides, who's really stood out to you?
I think running the ball, at one point it was Robbie Thorne, and then it was Valenti, and then up pops Jackson Lanier with his catches, and the guy that's really keeping it together is Luke at quarterback, because he's handling the ball well, he's making the right calls. When you don't put the ball on the ground, that's huge, and I think those guys have all been doing a great job. Defensively, I mean, the defensive line, they can't run on them, so they're solid up the middle. Hopefully that's prognostication, but or premonition or whatever. But if you can't run on a team, you just have to throw. And I think that's what the Spartans have got to do. They just got to keep rolling right, rolling left, hitting the quick ones, and then hope for one of their athletes to break one. Trayvon has got those skills, and that's what I worry about is himself, and then the other kid, number 83, who is the real deal. They've shown some real speed, so big plays can make a big difference, and they can really catch things up quickly. So I guess that would be what I would expect. That would it's not over yet, but sure, it's 28-7, still not over. And just teams have got to keep up the pace of play, and we'll see who's in the best shape, because you start to tire later in the game, and it makes a big difference.
And now with the sun coming out, getting a little bit warmer again, even though the breeze has been picking up throughout the course of the game. But that puts a different dynamic on shadows eventually, and then the sun in your visors. Yeah. But do you feel, yes, it's a 21-point lead, and we talked about it, not over till it's over. But do you feel the Spartans going to have to air it out a little bit more here in the second half?
Absolutely. I mean, the only success they really had running the football was when Plymouth went into prevent defense, and they're not going to play that most of the time. So, you can have, what a great run it was, 10 yards, 12 yards or whatever, but that's only because they don't have anybody supporting the middle. Linebackers are going to come up and fill the holes and make the plays.
Again, we talked about Bo a second ago. Might have been by mistake and a little bit of premonition, but home opener for the Bobcats next Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. kickoff against Bo and the Falcons. Be live right here on Pembroke TV.
And that's become quite a rivalry over the last decade or so. Back in the old days, which I can speak to, we had, Kennett was certainly back in the 80s and 90s. Kennett was a great traditional rival, and they still are.
I feel like it has really been over the last couple of years with the walk-off touchdowns and the battles we've had up there in North Conway.
Yeah, so that's a big one every year. Laconia used to be more of a battle. I'm not sure. They've been down a little bit the last few years. But the thing is that Plymouth always finds a way. And I think last year, the coaching staff and the kids did a heck of a job getting to where they got to the playoffs. You coach 1 through 8, and one gets to play 8, and we end up playing the team that pounds everybody, a great team. And, you kind of like to see two tough teams play so they can beat each other up a little bit. Maybe an injury happens and it changes your ability to stay in the game or to win.
Take nothing away from the Pythons. Pelham, a really solid team last year. Just ran house really on everyone, had that great playoff one to win the championships. Yeah. But, yeah, it was tough going down there. You sneak into the playoffs, so to speak. You were in, but you needed some help, and it wasn't really going your way. But that's because of, you didn't really help yourself out down the stretch in a couple of those losses. But, this is already looking, early on in one half of play of 2023, like a completely different team for Plymouth than we saw last year.
Yeah. It is, and I think, and again, I think that the group of running backs they have looks promising to me. I mean, they're going to be able to stay in shape. They're not going to be as tired. They're going to split the chores.
Spartans will receive the
line's
second half
big.
kickoff.
They can keep, making holes and whatnot. And, and that's going to open things up a little bit for Luke Diamond and the receivers. And Rainier has done a great job today. He's really a surprise for me because, I've known who he is, but I've not known him. And he's a pleasant surprise
on
today.
the return.
So kickoff here, big run upfield, out to the 45.
Number 15, Logan Marsh.
Sawyer
First on the spot
with that effort, and that is a great start to start the second half for the Spartans.
One of the receivers, and you can see he can maneuver in the open field, and he had a nice run with some nice cuts on that, and that's why I say, it ain't over till it's over.
As the wind continues to pick up, going right across the field from behind. Our defense goes to work. Cannon in motion. Handoff, Hansen, good to see. He's okay. He's got a big running roll up the middle and a gain of about 11 for a Spartan first down.
By number 40, Eli Crane.
That's an example, and I think the coach was trying to do the same thing earlier, was that up the middle, because he's been throwing the outs, and it has to widen the middle.
44-yard line.
And his running back is Luke Hansen. He's got some good wheels, and he's tough.
Fumble on the snap and a flag on the play, a false start.
Hansen was leaning on that.
False start on the offense.
And that's a lucky break.
Well, low snap again. The exchange is not very good.
I would rather take that 5-yard penalty than a potential turnover on the snap, because it was rolling back
Ball now sitting
on the snap.
9-yard
so I guess Hansen saved him on that.
First and 10 Spartans. First and 15 Spartans.
Smart penalty for sure. Just underway, third quarter. Dan Salzer, Mike Courier here on Pemmy Baker TV. So glad you could join us. Thank you again to the Bobcat football staff covering the camera for us upstairs. In the up field, and he's hit right at midfield, and a loss of probably one on the play.
That play just takes too long to develop, and it's too
Trayvon
obvious.
Met by a couple
Trayvon goes in motion,
a line
and
of
he gets
scrimmage,
the reverse
second
pivot
down.
pitch, and he's still backfield, and by the time he gets the ball, everybody knows what's going on, and they're up there to make the tackle.
Bring up second down and 16, just over midfield.
One thing we haven't seen Plymouth do yet is a quick pitch, which they have run, infamously for decades, and that's a good play.
Here's Hansen again on the carry on the left side. Out to the Bobcat 45. We'll see where the spot is.
By Eli Crane. Pick up a 4 on the play, 3rd and 11.
Another nice run by Hansen.
It's good to see the positive yardage. Again, after that first drive, you had good field position. Penalties put the Spartans back, and they had to punt it away on a 4th and 35, I think it was.
Yeah.
But since then, they've really found their rhythm at times. Third down, low snap again. Throw on the flat, and still with it. There. We'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 10, but that could have been a big loss there.
Boise had him right in his sights, but just slipped off to the side.
That's fourth down and a long 10 here for the Spartans, sitting at the 45-yard line.
Put it at the 45, so it'll be officially 4th and 11 here. And again, you see the urgency.
Well, the good
4-down situation.
Yeah, the good news is how Boise came up fast on that. He didn't wait, didn't hesitate. He saw that going and he went right to it.
Over the middle, trying to go down the sideline. No flag.
No, if anything, 83 pushed with his right hand, but
result of the play is the
Real tried to grab that.
Bobcat ball, 1st and 10.
So a turnover on downs.
Their own 45-yard line.
And decent field position here for the Bobcats for their first drive in the second half. But I love that effort. We've seen Real make a couple of those catches kind of over his shoulder, Odell Beckham Jr. style here today.
Well, he was given on the defensive player, but I don't think it looked kind of inadvertent. I don't know if they would have called it if he did catch it. But,
again, it's only illegal if you get caught.
That's right. That's right.
And Hansen coming out, still shaking up now, is something that looks like his arm.
Well, he got beat up a little bit in the first half, I think, and was slow to get up a couple of times. So I got a feeling tomorrow morning is going to be unpleasant.
Bobcat offense will go to work here.
We got Thorne in the backfield.
Handoff, Thorne going to go right up the gut on that A-gap and gets about 7 on the carry.
That reminds me a little bit of
Tackle
a
made by
scrum.
number 66, Sam Harrington.
Your rugby scrum.
He
Pick up
gets
a
up
7 on
in
the
there and
play.
just carries everybody with him.
Second and
does
3.
a nice job. Now, if you look at the defensive setup, you've got within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, you got 9 guys.
Upcoming events. School
So they're
starts
just
on
all
Tuesday,
there to stop the
September
run.
5th.
In counting,
Here's our
third
second down
quarter.
play.
Bobcats
Here we
leading
go. They
28-7.
got 9 on the line of scrimmage.
Little jumbo package there. Handoff, Thorne, got some blockers downfield, has some running room, cuts back inside, he's at the 10, 5, and tripped up just shy of the goal line at about the 2.
Number 7.
You got to give him the
Hansen.
ball again. He deserves that one.
Oh.
That was a great run, and he turned on the speed. I'm surprised at his speed. I knew he had pretty good feet, but I didn't know that he had that speed. And
Someone's been using the shuttles with the weights in the offseason.
Yeah.
And whistle
Flag on
here,
the
a
play.
flag on the play.
That's something. What do we got? Procedure.
Penalty
Yeah.
against the offense.
A
False
little,
start.
little
start.
too
Back him up
excited.
5
Yep.
yards.
I'd still,
Replay first
I
down.
still give him the darn ball again. He deserves it.
But hats off to Benaiah Hansen. We finally got it. He's listed at 4 on our roster, 7 wearing number 7. He made a great tackle from behind,
Yeah.
tracking down.
Yeah.
Did not give up on the
So
play.
first and goal, ball sitting on the 10-yard line.
So first and goal from the 10.
The thing is, on his last long run, I mean, that was, again, it was off tackle. That was a 12, well, they call it the 12 hole. And you get the guard pulling the kick out the end and the tackle taking his guy down, and it opens up a nice hole.
Bobcats try to add another one here. Handoff going up the middle. And that's for Patridge.
Patridge with the carry.
And he'll get
Led by
down
a host
inside
of
the
Spartan
5.
tacklers. Ball spotted just inside the 5-yard line, so a pickup of 5 yards.
So
Second and goal.
Bobcats threatening once again here. So Thorne now, big guy in the backfield. See if he'll get the carry. Pitch out to him, has some blockers, and an easy score.
That's that quick pitch, that toss right. And, man, I don't know about you, but if I was playing a corner and I was looking at 6'2", 230 coming at me, I might, if I thought about it, I might, go down early.
You got to take the legs out. It's clean as long as you don't have anyone going over the top for the chop block.
And it was nice to see Robbie get that touchdown after that heck of a run that he had. But that's one of the things about playing with that many guys in the box and that close to the line of scrimmage. If somebody breaks through, there's nobody there.
High snap, bobble, Diamond going to run with it.
And a scramble.
And the first
No good.
failed
Taken down by
special
number
teams
87, Jake Manzar.
play of the afternoon.
Yeah. Well, in the warm-ups, I was
Point
watching,
after
the
try
snap
is
was
no
high
good.
quite a bit, and Diamond's
Our
got
score
good
with
hands. And
6:57 remaining
he
in the
he
third
saved that
quarter.
one, at least
34
not being fumbled.
to
But
7.
you got to have it. You got a kid that can kick the ball through at will, and the kicker's great. He gets the ball up high quick, which is critical.
Saturday, September 23rd.
Mansour getting that
will be
way
our
up out of
New
any
Hampshire Tackles Hunger
arms
Games.
that could get in the way of
We ask
blocking
all
that one for
fans
sure.
Please bring at least one non-perishable food item. All food and money
Fans,
collected
join us
will go to
Thursday
Community
afternoon.
Action Food
Bobcat
Bank.
Field Hockey. We'll have our first broadcast for them this season as they take on the Sabres of Sauhegan. 4:30 start time right here on Pemmy Baker TV. We will attempt to bring that to you live this season.
In homecoming weekend will be October 6th and 7th. Stay tuned for more.
Trevin Stone
details.
ready to kick off from the
Bobcats
40.
get ready. Low line
Little
drive kick.
driven kick. Here's Cannon this time. Bobbles it. Ball's live.
Trayvon. Cannon
He
2.
drilled that thing,
Alex
and it
Fleury.
did not get up in the air. But you know
And
what?
number
That's not so
22,
bad.
Nathan
I think
Lyons in
you-
on the
you
stop.
worry about guys like Trayvon
Spartan
breaking
offense
something
comes
like
back
that.
onto the
and,
field.
you're better off just to hit it like that. So they've got to
Ball looks to be
take
set
it
at
off
the
the ground.
23-yard line. 1st and 10.
So the Spartans about the 22, 23-yard line to start this drive. Really starting to get to the point of needing to get some points here. Down 34-7, under 7 minutes to go, third quarter.
That clock speeds up as the game goes on. It's
catches you by surprise, for sure. Fitzgerald in the shotgun, low snap, handoff. Hanson, our keeper, on the option play. Gets a couple on the carry.
I don't know if he was reading that
Tackle
or not.
made by number 83, Liam Shannon.
It turned out
number
to be a
34,
fake.
Jackson Renier in on the
So it may have
stop.
been some kind of an option
Gain
play
of about
that they were
3 yards
running.
on the play. 2nd down and 7.
Renier, linebacker, in on the tackle, who, again, has really exploded since the
This week's
second
home
quarter.
games include on Tuesday, boys soccer will take on Sanborn. Wednesday, the boys soccer team will then take on Merrimack Valley.
Fitzgerald
Here's
staying in
our
the
second down
shotgun.
play.
Hanson alone in the backfield. Good to see he's okay again. Handoff to him. Finds some running room
Luke
up the
Hanson
middle
on the
for a
carry.
couple more yards here. But it'll be 3rd and long
Host
for
of
Pembroke.
Bobcat tacklers, including number 83, Liam Shannon.
Shannon made a nice play on that to stop the guy. He did a real good job.
About a yard
Stayed
gain
low,
on the play.
took him
It's
down.
3rd down and a long 6. Other home games
Saying
this
3rd
week.
and 6 here
Thursday, girls soccer will be at
for the home team.
and field hockey will be taking on
5:40 to go
Conval.
here, third
So
quarter.
Come on down Thursday, you can see
I
a
think
couple
you're going to
games.
see a rollout here.
And Friday, boys soccer will
quick
take on
out.
Trinity.
It's been their most successful play.
Here's the 3rd
Devin
down
Reel, the lone on the near side. Watch for him to be the target. Going against Mansu. Under pressure, dancing around. Good job by
Passes away.
Fitzgerald. Flag comes
Flag on the
down
play. Nice
in the
footwork by
secondary.
quarterback in the
Expect this one to
backfield,
be on
avoiding the
Plymouth.
rushers.
And it was not where the throw was.
Well, I'm looking at Manso. I
See what the
think
call
might
is.
have been involved in that.
Well, I don't
his
think-
player went down, but somebody. It's a hold. I don't know.
Holding is against the defense.
I don't know if it was Mansu.
Well,
trying to see
number
the
4,
numbers.
number 14.
No, it was-
the kid went down, and I think that's
what they
the
called?
call,
All
I
right.
believe so.
So they will call it on Mansu. So it will be. In motion goes Cannon. Handoff. Hanson has some breathing room.
Luke Hanson
Great
with the
stiff
carry.
arm, but the secondary steps up for the Bobcats defensively.
First met by number 28, Taylor Rousseau.
That hole was wide. I think I could have hobbled through it. It was a great hole, and
Pick up a 4 on the
stiff
play.
arm.
2nd down and 6.
you don't see that a lot. But that was well done.
Great job by Russo there to stay with it. So 2nd and long here. Oh, Plymouth jumped.
Have some movement up front. Let's see the call. Offside
It is on the defense on the offside call.
Encroachment.
Second
5-yard
short
penalty. Replay 2nd down. That turns
Second
that 2nd and 6 into a 2nd and 1.
Second 2,
Ball
2nd and
now
1.
sitting just on the tip of the 45-yard line.
Fitzgerald low snap, handoff Hanson, tries to cut back up
Luke
near
Hanson
side,
on the carry.
dances through the secondary, still on his feet and is wrapped up from behind
Tackle made
across
by number
midfield
10.
inside the Bobcat
Nolan
40.
Galvin.
And a big run there for the Spartans.
Hanson showed him how it was done on
If
that.
not
He
for
made some
Nolan, he may
great
have
cuts.
gone
He
to the
had
house.
good visibility.
Good
He was
yardage on that
cutting
play. It'll
where he
bring up
needed to
first
cut.
down
and it
now
was
in
nice.
Bobcat territory.
Good
See the
kind of
38
draw
yard
play
line,
on the
1st
near
and 10
side.
Spartans.
It's been working for him. There's something on this left
Well-
side defensive line that they're seeing that Plymouth can't cover right now.
Well, and they spread him out with the spread offense, so it opens things up a little bit.
So 1st down, handoff Hanson on the option, gets the carry and dives forward for
Luke
maybe
Hanson
a
on
gain
the
of
carry,
3
number 83
on the play.
To the stop, Liam Shannon.
He ran into Colin
Number
McNair.
40, Eli Crane, and number 51, Colin McNair, all in on that stop. Gain of about 2, 2nd down and 8.
But a good positive drive here for the Spartans, but it's using up a lot of clock here in the third quarter. Bobcats leading 34-7 on the road in the season opener. A fumble on the snap, and the second time today, Fitzgerald just has to dive on it to keep possession.
Yeah, 2nd and 15 now, or more.
It looks like 3rd down, and
it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah.
3rd and about 15, maybe
16 yards. Again, we don't have the individual yard hashes here on the field.
Yeah.
And a whistle.
So, this is the thing that, Pembroke's got a pretty good team. I mean, they're doing some things on offense that are good. They are struggling on the line of scrimmage, but Plymouth's big. And, you take away the penalties, and then it's a different game. But, you can't take away the penalties, and they happen. But you really got to become disciplined and not make those kind of mental mistakes.
So Plymouth had an injury. That was the whistle, the cause of that whistle. Nathan Lyons in number 22 for the first time today, defensively near side. Handoff, Hansen going to wrap out to the left side. Still driving forward.
That was our number 7.
7 is number 4 on our roster.
Number 84.
Hansen.
Hansen's brother.
Will Foisey.
What the heck? We can't have 2 Hansen brothers running the football.
That'll bring
That's
up
not
4th
fair.
down, 4th and about 6 with the ball sitting on the 35-yard line.
Hey, you got all the downs covered there. You've got the first Hansen there and Luke, that first, 2nd down running back trying to pound and grind. And then you've got his brother, Benaiah, going outside with speed.
Yeah.
How do you cover that?
Well, you don't. And he's now the younger Hansen. He's, what year is he? Oh, he's a senior. Okay.
High snap, Fitzgerald, great pocket, now has to roll away to the right side, looking downfield, drops it off to Hansen. Benaiah Hansen gets the first down past the sticks with 2:53 to go.
And that's the thing. Number 2 rolls out. He throws well on the run.
I believe it was number 28, Taylor
Even throwing,
him out of bounds,
rolling left and throwing with his
down.
right hand, he gets the shoulders
Spartans
back
around,
squared up, and he throws a good ball there too. So if you give him enough time, his receivers are going to get open, and they're going to move the football. So it still looks like we need to provide a little more pressure from the corner, perhaps, to disrupt their rhythm.
Second trip to the red zone for the Spartans here this afternoon. Last time in the first quarter they scored to tie things up. Cannon in motion, handoff, Hansen up the middle, maybe
number 85,
gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Johnson. Luke Hansen on the carry.
Johnson in on the tackle. The wind continues to pick up here.
Scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
So no gain on that carry. So 2nd and 10, Fitzgerald with Hansen in the backfield. Rolls left, now has to cut back right, dances away from pressure, throws towards the end zone, and broken up by Mansour beautifully.
Incomplete.
Got the hands right in there.
Great play by Mansour, because that was his touchdown. That was 6 points. And, there was no pass interference. It was he got his hand in between the other guy's 2 hands and knocked the ball down. Great play.
I believe it was Jackson Olitsky was the intended target, number 22.
3rd and 10 here for the Spartans.
So 3rd down now, and some confusion here for the Spartans trying to set up this play. Again, no play clock at the fields here in New Hampshire high school football. It's kept with the officials. And that back judge. A lot of time wasted here on this setup. Shotgun again, Cannon in motion. Goes to his left. Blocker stepping up in the pocket. Fitzgerald trying to scramble away and is hit for his 3rd sack of the day, and a big loss, and a flag here as well after the play, and it's going to be on Joe Fitzgerald for frustration after the play. So this is going to be the sack and additional.
Well, it was a great play by
Penalties on the Spartans for delay of game.
Yeah, so they're going to call Fitzgerald there, spiking it, throwing it away, delaying the game for the officials trying to set things up. So a loss turns into a bigger loss here. And it's the raw passion. We've seen what Joe Fitzgerald can do over his career. And he just wants this to kind of thread the needle and get it down there. I don't blame him.
Marked off from the end of the play.
Well, if anybody on the field needs to keep his cool, it's quarterback, so he can't let that get in the way. And
so 5 yards back on to the end of that play. That brings up fourth
still
down.
Still got to keep a cool head. He's the leader out there, and he's got to maintain that.
Fourth down and 26 yards by the looks of things. Got to get down to the 10. And big time coming through is Emmett Nossaman. And a turnover on down, and fourth sack of the day for Plymouth.
Well, I'll tell you, Coach Sanborn had indicated he was really glad to have Nossaman back, and that's point in case right there.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs, 1:27 left to go.
And now we got great field position.
You want to get your raffle tickets
47
ready?
yard line of ours.
Ticket here, so grab those raffle tickets.
Heading 93 south.
The referees flip the field here for us.
North. We're going to go north on that one.
That's what I actually meant.
Okay.
I'm dyslexic.
Bobcats go back to work offensively here. Diamond's still in at quarterback. And a whistle. A timeout taken.
We have a timeout
by Pembroke.
Spartan, so if you have those,
so we'll step aside at the moment. 1:25 to go, third quarter. It's Plymouth Regional 34, Pembroke Academy 7. You're watching Bobcat football here on Penny Baker TV. So back here at the Spartans timeout, their first one taken here in the second half. Plymouth will start this drive here at their own 47 after the turnover on downs. After back-to-back sacks. 1:25 to go, third quarter. Play action. Diamond going to step up, takes the hit, finds his receiver in Jackson Rainier, cuts back inside, has some blockers to feet inside the 10.
Let me guess who caught that one. Oh my goodness, it's
Jackson Rainier.
I'll tell you, I love that kid. And watching him run after he had the ball, just using his blockers in and out and the other thing, boy, pound for pound, this kid's a good one.
So first and goal, they'll mark it, looks like at about the 5-6 yard line. So Plymouth threatening again here to add another one before the end of the quarter.
Well, my money is on Robbie Thorne.
Well, he's set up as a halfback.
Yeah, we're switching over. The switch went from an 800 to a 200, which is full backfield right. And
there's Thorne dancing it outside, tries to dive for the end zone. He'll be knee down at about the 2.
Kyron Baines.
It was a good move. He swerved to the right a little bit and then reached out, which were two good moves by him. And, gives us second down, and we're on the 2 yard line, maybe the 1 yard line.
Looks like they just marked it inside the 5 with his knee going
inside
down.
The 5, okay. All right.
So Valenti has the fullback and a whistle. And official timeout. And it looks like
mouthpiece.
Yeah, Diamond's coming off here. So it might have blood or something wrong with the equipment. So,
is that an outfit malfunction?
I don't know, but it's something. It's going to put 20 seconds on the clock as the time did expire.
Set the clock to 20 seconds.
So it appears to be a necklace issue for Luke Diamond. So looks like Mansu will be in there at quarterback for at least a play.
We'd like to thank the winner of the 50-50 raffle. They donated $25 back to the football program. So thank you very much, and congratulations again on the 50-50 win.
So start here, 20 seconds to go. Mansu under center. Handoff here. Valenti diving for the line. And he's going to be just short.
It's going to be the end of the quarter.
It will be third and goal. That will end the third quarter of play.
And that should be the final play of the third quarter.
Only one touchdown, 6 points here in the second half so far for Plymouth as we end the third quarter of play. As we get back here in just a moment for the fourth. At the end of 3, it's Plymouth 34, Pembroke 7. You're watching Bobcat football here on Pemmy Baker TV.
BH Energy for all your solar needs.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter.
You need some
Plymouth
wheels.
threatening here down near the goal line.
Third and goal here for the Bobcats as they get ready to open up the fourth quarter inside the 1-yard line.
Valenti and Patridge in the backfield. Now motion to the right side with Rainier. Patridge with a handoff, has the gap, and he's in for another Bobcat touchdown.
Partridge, and he goes in untouched for the touchdown.
Another great job by that offensive line. There was absolutely nobody there. And did a nice job running the ball in.
So Patridge, I believe, gets his first touchdown of the season. 4 seconds into the fourth quarter. Let's get ready for the extra point attempt. Mansu will come back in. Technically missed one. Even though it was a high snap, didn't even get a chance to really kick it. On a broken play, see how this snap goes for him. They're going to stay in and go for 2. So Mansu under center. Gonna keep it, and Mansu gets the 2-point conversion.
14, Caden Mansell gets into the end zone for the 2-point
So 42-7, Bobcats now here to start the fourth.
That was well done. Manser, good fake. His eyes were up. You could see where to go. Looks like he's got pretty good speed, and he just headed for the corner. So it was a nice job by the quarterback on that 2-point conversion. And we're looking at 42-7 with just under 12 minutes left in the game. And Bob got things going their way, and now it's to just keep playing good football.
Again, fans are always looking for help and volunteers with our sports coverage for Pemmy Baker TV and the Bobcats. If you're interested in joining, whether it be a commentator, a video producer with our graphics packages, or camera operator, contact us today, pbtv@plymouth-nh.org, or call the station 603-536-8116 for more information. So the Bobcats now kicking off left to right across your screen here in the fourth. Stone signals to his line. And it's a nice one right down the middle. Sawyer, big running room up the middle. And will drive to about the 40-yard line. Great return there for the Spartans.
Well, the other thing too, Dan, is that that's not the starting kickoff team.
No.
He's getting some other kids in there to get a look and get a feel for contact on the field. So
kickoff is returned to the 40-yard line.
Nothing's going to be as quick as it was with the first group in there, but not to take away. It was a nice run back.
Patrick's in on the tackle, and he comes up gimpy after just scoring that touchdown. He hobbles off and is in the tent, getting looked at by the trainer, so hopefully he will be okay going forward. Pembroke's offense will go back to work here. Three wide receiver set, handoff, Hansen goes up the middle, drags a couple of Bobcats out to about the 44.
Tackle made by number 50, Michael Aprilano.
Aprilano there on the tackle. Be second down and 6. 10:40 to go, fourth quarter.
Pick up a 4 on the play. Second and 6.
We're going to get a good look at some of our younger players. The second teams are in there for defense.
And a flag down on the far side.
Maybe too much time. Oh, a sideline penalty against Plymouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's the get back, coach?
No, actually, it's just a warning. They didn't move the chains at all.
So handoff, Hansen here on the snap, going right up the gut. Gets out to about the Bobcat 45, and we'll see where the spot is. Should be enough for a first down.
It's a nice tackle by Michael Aprilano. He almost pulled the ball out of his arms, so it was a good play by him on that.
Just getting the first down.
So
ball sitting at the 50-yard line, first and 10.
About the half length of a ball. First down there for the Spartans. Into Bobcat territory once again. Cannon comes in motion, goes right, has the handoff, trying to turn the corner right side upfield, gets about 5, and a flag comes in, flying in from the backfield.
I don't know if we have a late hit or what we had there.
Something over that far side from the back judge.
That was a read on the part of the quarterback who just kind of put the ball in there with Trayvon and just rode him and then gave him the ball.
But let's see what we have for a call.
Waiting on the official.
Holding.
Push. Blocking the back on the Spartans.
Yeah, things are kind of unraveling here, which is too bad. And the other piece, too, is that the line's a little slow getting up to the line of scrimmage, and I'm sure they're tired. But that's, beginning of the season, it's tough. You got to get in shape, and when it comes to the fourth quarter, you got to be the ones to keep it going and keep pushing. I think the team is getting a bit discouraged, and they shouldn't, but I understand it.
So that'll back them up in their own territory again here for the Spartans. High snap, Fitzgerald, quick throw into the flat right side. Caught there by
Jake Menswar on the reception.
Number 87 once again. He's made some great plays this afternoon.
Colin McNair.
Get Spartans out to about their own 46, 45. We'll see the spot is at the 46. 8:45 to go and counting, fourth quarter. Absolute beautiful day for football to kick off the season. Real here on the near side, nearly a jump. They'll let it go. Throw on the screen. And a big tackle by McNair.
Is there.
You got some good ones today, Coach.
He had that shirt. I mean, they've tried running that play 3 or 4 times, and it's never been successful. It's just everything is so tight in there. You got the defensive line of scrimmage that's right there, as well as the offensive line of scrimmage, and just doesn't give you much room to do anything.
Now, you don't normally see screen passes up in the middle there. You normally see them out in the flat on the sides.
And a lot of times, screen passes where a quarterback's got to get back about 10 yards. You got to. Great job. Stone got up in the air and knocked that thing down.
It's going to bring up 4th and long here for the Spartans.
Well, there's still 7.5 minutes. They better be kicking. If they're going for it, I don't know. Because Plymouth will take this ball and put it right in the end zone again. So
they're going for it. There's Fitzgerald back on the field. Mulher wants to go for it. 4th and 16.
Looks like
got to get to the Bobcat 40.
William Calendrill just came in at nose.
Devin Real expected to be the target here on the near side with Cannon. Fitzgerald, pocket protection, rolls to his right.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
So Plymouth will be in Spartan territory to start this next drive here. And the clock running. Under 7 to go.
There's a little bit too much dissension on the Spartan side of the ball. They're getting pretty frustrated at this point.
So the whistles and clock will stop. 6:41 remaining.
I'll tell you, I think Pembroke's going to win some games this year. Once they kind of get their routine and their rhythm down, they've got some good. I'm impressed with the short passing game and with the quarterback, with him rolling out. You know, I think they're going to win some games.
Absolutely. I mean, it's always hard when you go up against a very physical team in Plymouth in the first game of the season. It's been that way the last few years. So you kind of get that test really early on. We heard that from Coach in your talk with him during the preseason a couple of days ago, saying that's the reason why they played Dover, that very tough Division I opponent up in Plymouth. You want to have that competition. I think that's what Pembroke has here today, and this could really spark them on a run in Division II. Here comes Plymouth.
Kevin Sanborn, yes it is.
Yes it is. Hand off to that left side. Maybe a gain of 1 on the carry. Can't see who it is at the moment.
Number 27 on the carry.
And it is
Dominic
Ciotti there with the carry. First time we've called his name here.
1 on the play, met by a host of
We've been calling out the name Ciotti for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
it's like
older brother Ciotti, Nick calling for the radio station off to our right here. Hats off to those guys.
Great kids, great family.
Oh, fantastic family.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I can hear him now calling out his brother there on the carry. Sanborn going to roll out to this right. Long throw and a wobble. He comes up short of his intended target. Was looking for Hiltz.
It's too bad because they were wide open. The short guy, the medium guy were both open.
About to bring up third down.
Could have set his feet a little bit quicker and put something on the ball, because I watched him during preliminaries, and he was throwing the ball pretty well, so he's got it. Just need to make sure you set those feet when you throw. A lot of young guys want to just, wing it, and they don't have the arm strength.
Yeah, they're trying to use too much of their shoulder and arm, and not enough of that core power with the hip, trying to drive through. 3rd and 9. Oh, a little confusion there. Sanborn going to have to keep it, and he'll get hit at the line of scrimmage. But that was an absolute broken play.
Chase Machad in on that stop.
Yeah, and that's, you're going to have that. I just mentioned on the radio they were talking about the young kids and being able to stay in sync and know where to go, and that was definitely a mistake. And but that's
on the play.
That's how they learn.
Down.
And they're still playing against the starters, I believe. There's a few kids out, I guess, but
still. Great competition. You've got to develop them, and why not start here in game number 1? 4th down, going for it, trying to practice the offense here. Sanborn, 3-step drop, going to air it over the middle, and just misses his intended target. Was looking for Reinhardt. And I believe the first turnover on downs on Plymouth here this afternoon. With 4:23 to go. Good defensive stop there for Pembroke.
And it looks like Pembroke is doing full scale. I think they're taking their starters out and putting everybody, the younger guys in. Or I take that back. They're still at number 5, 66, 32. Those were all starters, 68. So, they're probably going to try to put one on the board. They got a little under 4.
Want to have some kind of energy going there. Got to get some confidence going into the next week of play here.
But there's a quarterback change.
So it will be that of Andrew Fitzgerald. Don't know if it's relation. I'm assuming it's Joe's younger brother, the freshman. Handoff, Hansen. Driving his feet forward, maybe gets 4 on the carry. He's been solid, the captain, the junior captain, all afternoon in the backfield.
Cooper Mack in on that stop. Pick up a
3:15 to go. Officially a 3-yard gain there. Just shy of the 50.
Hit the 3-minute mark.
A lot of confusion there for Plymouth on the subs.
Well, they're trying to get all these kids a shot.
Hansen cuts to the right, has some running room after that confusion defensively. A first down and a little bit more out to the Bobcat 45.
Boise had a shot at him, but he had his head down, so he missed him, but he was in there in the backfield.
And then there was Trevin Stone going off the field, coming on the field. That was the area where he was. A lot of confusion, but clock will continue to run here. With
that was where 1 came in and 2 went out.
Exactly. So Plymouth looking to move to 1-0 here to start the season. Get ready for a very tough opponent in Bow in their home opener next week. 2 p.m. right here on Pembroke Baker TV. Live coverage at about 1:30. Handoff here and hit in the backfield right away.
Number 71, Drake Tottenham. Loss of 2 on the play.
The Tottenham family goes way back. We had 3 of their boys playing, and now this is a son of one of those 3 players. Their dad, Dennis, played on the first club football team at Plymouth State College. So there's a long history. He was one of the head coaches with Pop Warner when it first started in Plymouth.
Playing out in the old D&M field out front of the PE Center.
That's right.
Classic days. Handoff here for the Spartans, trying to turn the corner. Again, hit in the backfield.
Carry made by Adam Elmo-Cadden. Tackle made by number 81,
with the carry.
Cooper Mack.
And Mack in on that tackle, about to midfield.
The old Mack attack. That was a good one.
It's the 3rd one you've had today, Coach.
I can't help myself. I've listened to people in the past, like John Garner and all these, the Mack attack and all these different nicknames, so it's kind of fun.
3rd down and long. Fitzgerald, another handoff here up the middle.
Number 40, he's a little guy, but he ran real well on that.
Again on the carry.
Elmo-Cadden listed as a freshman here on the roster for Pembroke. Bring up 4th down and 8.
Nice job on that. He covered the ball up with both hands.
And a long 8.
So
26 seconds and counting.
Final moments here in this one. Chance for one last play for the Spartans. So they look to probably just run it out here in the final moments.
This should be the final play of the game.
High snap. Andrew Cadden hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets out to maybe the 42, and that's going to do it. Here this afternoon, final seconds will tick off the board as we go final here at Pembroke Academy. Bobcats will take the victory 42-7. Looks like in their first quarter, Coach, a back and forth affair, a great drive after that opening toughness there for the Spartans. Looked like they're going to get things going, but Plymouth just really found their groove towards that second quarter.
September 23rd, that will be our New Hampshire
again, they had fresh horses running the football all the time, and they made fewer mistakes.
We ask that all fans please bring the one non-perishable food item with them to that game. All food and money collected will go to the Suncook
and I don't believe we lost
Food Bank.
the
Again,
football.
that is
There were no interceptions, no fumbles.
That's a big piece. Only one turnover on downs.
But I can tell you right now that films on Monday will be very interesting. So hopefully they've got the soundproof on because Coach Sanborn's going to go right after.
There might not be any filter, so stay away if you're near the building on Monday.
Well, you know, the thing is you're coaching 24/7 and every day. You know, even at the high school level, and Coach Sanborn is committed to football and the program. Tom Lamb, John Sullivan, Aaron Como, Mike Bounds, all these guys just do a great job. But we're going to say, nice job on that play, but we're going to take a look at where we need to get better. And as long as you get better each week, then you're going to be in good shape. So it'll be a lot of discussion going on one way.
Any final thoughts, Coach, on how Plymouth really played and what they need to do getting ready for Bow next week?
Well, I think it's going to come down to not fumbling the ball, making sure that you don't make the mental mistakes. I think they could maybe work a little more in the passing game so that when they need it. I remember back in the days of Chuck Lenahan, it was, ground Chuck. But we worked so much on the passing game during practice that people wouldn't realize it. But we would come and win big games, sometimes close games, with the pass, and that's because we did it over and over and over again. So you got to spend a lot of time on everything you do, and repetition is the best way for young kids to learn. So.
Well, we'll see what's happened. Coach, thank you for joining us again. Another season here on Pemmy Baker TV. For Mike Courier, I'm Dan Salzer. Final score for the final time, Plymouth Regional High School 42, Pembroke Academy 7. We'll see you next Saturday for the home opener against Bow. Kickoff 2 p.m. Coverage starts live at 1:30 right here on Pemmy Baker TV. Have a great and safe holiday weekend, everybody.